Morning, Kal Kadosh. I hope all is well. We are on Daf Masechet this morning, which is 88. So we were by the Tashema. We were going to try to bring a proof to the Chachamim. Instead of bringing a proof to Rabbi Yosef, we were trying to bring a proof to Chachamim. The Tanya B'Seder Olam, as we learned in Seder Olam, Nisan Shebo Yetzu Yisrael Mitzrayim Bar Ba'asar Shachtu B'Yischen. So we already learned that on the 14th, when we came out of Egypt, so on the 14th, we came and we did the Shechita of the Korban Pesach. The 15th, we left Egypt. The Oto Yom, and that day was Chamisha Azar Ben Nisan, was Erev Shabbat, was Friday. So if the 15th of Nisan was Erev Shabbat, so Rosh Chodesh Nisan was also Erev Shabbat, right? Because it's 15 days later. So if you're going to tell me that Rosh Chodesh Nisan was Erev Shabbat, the Shiarcha Diyar, so Rosh Chodesh Iyar would have been on Sunday. Okay? Because it's always 30-day count. The Sivan bitre b'Shabbat. So then Sivan would have been on Monday. So Kasha Rabbi Yosef. So this is a question against Rabbi Yosef. Because Rabbi Yosef was one that told you that Rosh Chodesh Sivan was on Sunday. Here it comes out from the Seder Olam that it was on Monday, just like the rabbis. So answers the Gemara, Amalech Rabbi Yosef. Rabbi Yosef is going to answer you, who is this? This is the Rabbanan. Tashema. Now we're going to ask a contradiction in the words of Rabbi Yosef. Rabbi Yosef says, Bashani, on the 2nd of Sivan, Allah Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Har Sinai and he heard that Atem tiyu li mamlech hakohanim v'goy kadosh. Yarad, and he came down. The 3rd day of Sivan, he went up and he heard the mitzvah Hagbalah, that you're not allowed to get close to the mountain. Yarad, and he came down. But Revi'i, right, on the Wednesday, Yarad, he came down and he told them, Hafrasha, that they have to separate from the wives. V'shuv lo ala, and he never went up until Kabbalat HaTorah. So me'achar shelo ala, so if it is that on Revi of Sivan lo ala Moshe Har Sinai, and the Braita said, but Revi Yarad, and it didn't say that he went up and down, me'echad Yarad, where did he come down from? On every single one, it was written, Alav Yarad, right? All of a sudden on Wednesday, right on the 4th day, he comes and it says, Yarad, he only went down. It doesn't say that he went up. So where did he go? So Ela Berevi Alav Yarad, but rather for sure he did it. He went up and he went down. So B'chamishi, on the Thursday, right, Bana Mizbeach v'kriv alav korban. He built a Mizbeach and he brought a sacrifice. But she on this Friday, V'lo pnai. There was no time. My love mishum, right, is it not because that on that day the Torah was given? So then this is a question on Rabbi Yosef. Because if he's going to tell me that it was given on the 7th of Sivan, why didn't he have time? If the Torah was given on the 6th of Sivan, so then perfect. Right? There was no time, so he didn't have the time to go up and he didn't have the time to do anything. So answers the Gemara, no. Mishum torach de Shabbat. He says he wasn't able to go up and down because of the time of Shabbat. Meaning because of the preparing ourselves for Shabbat, that's why he wasn't able to go up on the 6th of Sivan to Har Sinai. Okay, next. Darashahu Galila. So there was a Galilei Echad that he was Doresh in front of Rav Chasta. B'rich Rachmana, he went and he said, blessed is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Diyev Oryan Tlita, that he gave a Torah Meshuleshet. Okay, what does that mean? Tanakh, Torah Nevi'im Uktuvim. Okay, Le'am Tlitai, to a nation which is Meshulash. Right, so here it says again, Kohanim Levim Yisraelim. Al Yedei Tlitai, through the 3rd person of the stomach, because it was Aharon, Miriam, Aaron, and Moshe. Okay. Miriam, Aaron, Moshe. Then it says, Yom Tlitai, on the 3rd day of the Prisha of separation. V'yercha Tlitai, on the 3rd month, which is Nisan Iyar Sivan. So basically everything was 3s, multiples of 3s. So Keman, who's this going like, obviously? Rabbanan, like the rabbis. Because remember, according to Rabbanan, they held that the Prisha was Yom Chamishi. So according to the Torah, it wasn't, meaning according to the rabbis, it was 3 days of separation. According to Rabbi Yosef, it was only 2 days of separation. Okay? Fine. So now that we just mentioned, right, that this is according to the rabbis, the Gemara is now going to speak about Mamad Har Sinai. So imagine this very apropos that we just finished with Har Sinai, Shavuot, and now we're going to speak about all of Har Sinai. It's written, so Bnei Yisrael were on the bottom of the mountain. Right? Teaches us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu turned up the mountain on top of them, right? Like on like a gigit, which means that it was covering them on all those sides, right? And he told them, if you're going to accept upon yourselves the Torah, then good. If not, that's where you're going to be buried. So it's either you accept the Torah, or I bury you here and there. Mamash, right here. So Amar Rav Acha bar Yaakov says, Mikan modal Rabba leoraita. From here, there's a very big yesod for the Torah, right? That we accepted the Torah be'ones, right? Which means that if right now HaKadosh Baruch Hu would come and tell us, no, why didn't you fulfill the Torah? We were force majeure. We were forced to do it. So Amar Rava says, and still, we accepted it during the time of Achashverosh again with love, right? Without being forced. We established that which was all we already received previously, which was during the days of Moshe Rabbeinu. Next, Amar Chizkiah says Chizkiah, what does it mean in the pasuk Mishma Mishmat Adin Eretz Yadea v'Shakata? From the heaven we heard the Torah, and Eretz, the land was afraid, and Shakata. If it's afraid, why are you Shakata? Shakata is like Shaket, which is like quiet and tranquility. Im Shakata Mireya. At the beginning, before Bnei Yisrael received the Torah, the land was quiet, right? Sorry, it was Yereah. It was very afraid. Afterwards, it was quiet. Lama Yereah, why was it all afraid? There's Shakish. The Amar Shakish, but says it as Shakish. What does it mean in the pasuk? Why is it written Hey Yetira Lamali? Why do we have the extra Hey in Yom HaShishi? So it says the Gemara, the Kodesh Baruch Hu made a condition with the creation of the world. And he told them, if Bnei Yisrael mekablim the Torah on the 6th of Sivan, that's why it's Hashishi, you guys are going to stay. If not, I'm going to make the world desolate again. I'm going to make it to the best. I'm going to destroy the world. Okay? So that's another thing. That's why the land was all afraid, was just in case we don't accept the Torah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu destroys the land. Dara Shabi Simai. Simai expounds and he says, when Bnei Yisrael first said Naaseh before Nishma, came 600,000 Malachei Asheret, to every single Jew, they put 2 crowns. So imagine, every Jew had 2 crowns. Okay? One of them says here, Ketu Torah, Ketu Malchut, right? That was before Matan Torah, Vatem Tiyu li Mamlechet Kohanim. Okay, there's a whole thing about exactly which crowns they were. But then what happens? Echad keneged Nasa, Echad keneged Nishma. One of them for Nasa and Nishma. Kevan shechatu Yisrael, but once Bnei Yisrael, the same with the Hegel, Yardu 120 ribo malachei Chabala u'pirkum. They went and they took them off. They took all the crowns. Shneimar, as it says in the pasuk, Vayitnatzelu Bnei Yisrael et Edyam me'ar Chorev. Right? They went and they took it off from Har Chorev. By the way, this is explanation, right? I remember once hearing that that's explanation of Yismach Moshe b'Matanach L'ko. Why? Because the crowns were given to Moshe. What happened was, because Moshe Rabbeinu didn't lose the crown. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu was still happy with his portion. Bnei Yisrael, we lost our crowns. Moshe Rabbeinu still had those crowns. Next, Amar, that's
why in Vayikra is Aleph Ze'ira.
Which one?
In Parashat Vayikra, the Aleph is Ze'ira.
Right, to teach us that?
This is teach us like the crown, like Me'elef le'Aleph. The only person that has it is Moshe Rabbeinu, the one. It used to be Elef.
Very good. Yeah, so that's where, but that's also, that was the explanation there, because he says, again, you put it on his head, right? And right, right? The entire thing is to do with that, so that's what they're talking about. Fine. So they put the crowns on Har Chorev and they took it off there. Bechorev Tanu Klamam Bechorev Parku Dichtiv and Etzlu Bnei Yisrael Etediam. Amar Rabbi Yochanan says of Yochanan V'Kulan Zacha Moshe Untalan. So that's what we just said. Moshe Rabbeinu was Zachan. He took all the crowns. The Sami claim Moshe Yikach Et HaOhel. Right? He took the Ohel. Amar Shakish says Shakish, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu lachzira lanu. He's going to give it back to us. Shneimar ufti Adonai shivun v'ot yom ninam v'simchat olam lo sham. The simcha sheme'olam lo sham. The simcha that we had once upon a time, it's going to be back on our heads. Amar Rabbi Elazar says Rabbi Elazar, Meshach shekdimu yetzel nasa v'nishma. When Bnei Yisrael were magdim nasa l'nishma, yatza bat kol v'amra lahem, they came out of bat kol and said, Mi gila levanai razeh shemalachei hasharet mishtamshim bo. Who was the one that revealed to my children the secret that the malachei hasharet used? Yichtiv, as it says in the pasuk, Baruch Hu Hashem malachav, Yiborei choch tzed dvaro, Yishmoa bekol dvaro. Baruch Hu Hashem malachav, HaKadosh Baruch Hu's blessing his malachim, Yiborei choch, strength, giborim, oseva dvaro, they do his actions, Lishmoa bekol dvaro. Then it says Lishmoa, to listen. First oseh, and then Lishmoa. Bereisha oseh v'hadar Lishmoa. Saram Rav Chanina, says Rabbi Chama Rav Chanina, מה דכתיב בזה מן הפסוק? כתפוח בעצי היה. למה נמשלה ישראל תפוח? Why is Bnei Yisrael compared to an apple? ואמר לך to teach you, not תפוח, זה just like this apple, פדיו קודם לעליו. The apple always comes before the leaves. Interesting. It says by other fruits, right? First comes the leaves and then the fruits. Here, the apple comes before the leaves. To tell you, just like the tapuz so to Yisrael ekdimu na'aseh l'nishma. Interesting, no? Okay. Haut Seduki. It was one of these Sadducees. He saw that Rava was learning Torah. And he was sitting on top of his fingers. So he was crushing his fingers with his legs. And he didn't even feel it. So there was blood coming out of his fingers. Amarle, he told him, Ama peziza. Yeah, you guys are a hasty nation, right? A very persistent nation. That you went and you preempted your mouths before your ears. You're still in your same brazenness, like quickness. At the beginning, you should listen. If you can, accept it. If you can't accept it, you don't accept it. Amarle, he told them, Anan, I am, right? We go with betom lev. Ketiv ban, it's written by us, tumat yesharim tenachem. Right? That basically the tumat of the heart is going to go to their place. Hanachin shedisagam aliluta. But these people that they're going always like the minim, that they're going against Hashem, Ketiv behu v'selef bogdim meshadem. He's going to just kill them out. Okay? So the truth is, if you remember, we did explain, if you look on the YouTube, you'll find my shiur on Shavuot, the essence of Shavuot, and I explained this entire Gemara with the Gemara of Kafalem HaKigit, why was it necessary, what was the purpose, and everything. So there's a whole shiur, there was 40-minute shiur on Shavuot explaining the entire concept. Okay? Next. Amar Rabbi Shmuel ben Nachmani Rabbi Yonatan. Says Rabbi Nachmani Rabbi Yonatan. My dictive, what does it mean in the pasuk? Libavtini el-kanti lecha me'enayich. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and he calls Bnei Yisrael Libavtini. Libavtini is inside of my heart. And then he says, like my daughter, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling us, Knesset Yisrael, the time that we were like a kala at the wedding, which is during Matan Torah. Then Bnei Yisrael accepted the Torah, right? And at that time we were actually doing everything like a chatan and a kala. But chila be'acham me'enayich. Right? At the beginning it was with one of my eyes. When we fulfill the Torah, then it becomes v'shte enayich. Then it becomes the two of our eyes. Okay, the continuation of the Gemara is going to speak about that we were compared to a chuppah with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So here they want to explain the two eyes is riyah sichlit and riyah chushit. Physical seeing and spiritual seeing. So when we accepted upon ourselves the Torah, our heart was only with which was the riyah sichlit. Right? Because they accepted it no matter what. But after we actually fulfilled the Torah, then we had two eyes. Right? Also the chushit, the actual physical seeing. Amar Ula says, Aluva kala shemizana betoch upatah. Right? Look how chatsufa is this kala that she's having immorality, she's having infidelity underneath her chuppah. Why? Because Bnei Yisrael were chatzufim that when we were still in our Sinai, we came and we did the egel. So Amar of Mari says of Mari, Berad the Bat Shmuel, the son of the daughter of Shmuel, right? Maikra, what is a pasuk? Ad she'amelech b'nsibo nirdi natan lecho. When the melech was still in the chuppah, nirdi, my bosim was giving it tzreach, which means that we were still in the chuppah. We weren't nemanim to him. We still cheated on him. Samarav Rav says, "V'adayin chaviyuta yigabam," but we're still precious to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ichtiv natan velo yisriach. It's written nirdi natan lecho. We didn't say yisriach lecho that it had a bad smell. That it was good, still good. Tanu Rabbanan, we learned to the Braita. Aluvim ve'enam olevim, shamir chaduvim shavadim, mosinu me'avav v'svechim yisurin, aleim ha'katuv omer, v'avav v'tzet ha'shmu b'rato. The people that are embarrassed in this world. Okay, this is to do with the shoresh of the aluv, that we're embarrassed, right? So it says, people that are embarrassed, right? But we don't embarrass back. We listen to our mockery, that people are insulting us, and we keep quiet, we don't answer. We do the mitzvot of Hashem with love and not to accept reward. We are happy with the fact that we are being embarrassed, right? With Yisurin, with suffering. On them it's written, V'oavav, the loved ones of Hashem, Yetzet HaShemesh V'roto, are going to shine forth like the Shemesh. Which means, what happened with the sun and the moon? The moon told the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Aywa, you can't have two kings. The sun kept quiet. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you were the one that said it, and the sun kept quiet. I'm going to diminish you. And the sun is going to stay with its original strength. So the exact same thing happens with these people. When somebody comes to embarrass you and insult you, and you keep your mouth quiet, you're going to go up. You're going to become great. You're going to do everything. Okay? Amar Rabbi Yochanan. We're going back to the Seret Dibrot. Says Rabbi Yochanan. My dikti, what does it mean in the pasuk? This is the chapter of Tehillim of Samechet. Hashem yitenom v'asau tzarav v'arav. Kol dibur v'dibur yitzad mipi agura, every single dibur that came out of the mouth of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, nechlak l'shivim l'shonot, was split to 70 languages, that everyone could understand it. Tanat Rabbi Shmuel, another writer, uchpatish shefotzet sela, right, like a hammer that's going to destroy a sela, a stone. Ma patish ze nechlak, just like when you break something, it breaks into many pieces. You take a stone, you smash it, breaks into many pieces. So too, Kol Dibur was divided by 70 languages. Amar Chanan bar Papa, says Chanan bar Papa. My dikti, what does it mean in the pasuk? Shim'u, listen. Ki negidim adaber, things of chashivut, important things I'm going to speak. Lama nim shela divrei Torah kanat gid. Why is it that divrei Torah were compared to like a prince? Amalechat to tell you, just like this prince, he could kill and he could live, he could let live. So to divrei Torah, he could kill or let live. That's what the Rava said. And my minimba, the people that live according to the Torah, sama de chayeh, it's like a potion of life. Masminimba, if you go to the left of the Torah, sama de motah, it's sama mavet, it's poison that will kill a person. Another explanation. It's like a prince that every single dibur that came out of the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so they tied 2 crowns to it, like a prince that has a crown. Amar Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi says, pasuk. Tzedon amor dodili ben shadayalim. Amra knesset yisrael lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, says knesset yisrael lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ribono shel olam, af al pi shemetzenu memel li dodi ben shadayalim. He says, even though, right, it was making me suffer like dodi ben shadayalim. Means even after Chet HaEgel, right, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told us to take off the crowns, still immediately he told us to build a Mishkan. And therefore, that was ki'ilu to bring us back in. Means even though he pushed us away, he brought us back in. Eshkol hakofer dodi li b'chamen gedi, ish hakol shelo mechapel lo alavon hagedi, shekaramti li. So everything that's his, he's going to be mechaper on the avon gedi. Gedi is the kid, which is the egel hazav, right, the golden calf, which was the child. Shekaramti li, that I got from you. My mashvadai karmi lishna de michnishi. How do we know that this karmeh means, becharmeh gedi means to bring in? So he says, Marzuta Bred Rav Nachman Kritan, as we went to Mishan Kelim, he says, Shel Kovesh Shekormim alav et Kelim. It's a chair of a koves, of a launderer, that they bring in all the kelim. Rabbi Yeshua Levi says, Yeshua Levi, Medechtu Zomim et Savzuk, Techayev Karugata Bosen, Kol Dibur V'Dibur Sheyetzah Mipei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, any dibur that came out of the word of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Itzmalek Kol HaOlam Kulo Besamim. The entire world was filled with Besamim. Kevan Shem Dibur Rishon Nitmaleh, and since from Dibur Rishon was Nitmaleh, Dibur Shani le'echan alach. Where did it go to the second dibur? Okay, so he says, he was bringing it on all the different parts of Gan Eden. That's the smell, the reach besamim. Which are like flowers, ela shonim, which they do chazara. Shonim is like a chazara. Okay, so therefore it goes like the second time around. So it was like a second time around that there was a good smell for the entire world. On every single dibur that came out of Bnei Yisrael, the Bnei Yisrael, they died. My nefesh, my soul came out with this speech. So I asked the Gemara, what happened to the second one? If the first of the 10 commandments we already died, how do we come back for the second one? So says the Gemara, he brought down the dew, that's how the Tchiyat HaMetim is going to come, and he revived every Jew. So he revived us, and then again we died the second time around as well. On every single dibur, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu spoke, we went flying back 12 mil. Just to understand, 1 mil is 72 minutes of traveling. So imagine how much, right, is, and every single mil is around a kilometer. So if we went back, every mil is 18 minutes of traveling. A parsa is 72 minutes, sorry. So it's 12 mil. So it's 12 times 18 minutes, right? That means, and in kilometers, we're talking about around 12 kilometers going back. Okay, so imagine how much we went back. I apologize that I'm Canadian, that's why I still use kilometers. Okay? So it says, so they were actually helping them, right, to come back little by little. He's helping us to come back. When Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Har Sinai, what is this guy that he was born to a woman? What's he doing by us? The Malachim are telling HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what's this human being doing here? So, right? So Amar Lahem, he told him, Lekabel Torah ba. He came to receive the Torah. So Amru Lefanav, they said, Chemda Genuzah, Shenuzah Lechat Shameot V'Shivim Arba Dorot Kol Shvat Olam. That you have such an incredible Genuzah, something like a precious hidden secret that was already 974 generations before the creation of the world. Because it says that the Torah was going to be given after 1,000 generations, according to the Pasuk. Right? So Zachal Olam Berito, he was going to do the treaty after 1,000 generations. So it comes out that there were only 26 generations. That's why we say, Odul Hashem Kitov Kilom Chasto. Halel Gadol only has 26. Odul Hashem Kitov Kilom Chastos. So it says here, so he was given, so we still had another 974 generations to come. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw that the world could not continue without it, so that's why he had to give it to us at the end of 974 generations. So you want to give it to the human beings? What is human being? He says, what? It should be in the land, in the Shamayim. Not in the Haaretz. Amar lo HaKadosh Baruch Hu Moshe, achzir lehem tshuva. HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu, answer them. So what happened? He said, what? I'm afraid. They might burn me alive with what comes out of their mouths. He told them, hold on to the throne of glory, right? And answer them. So he put the Shekhinah on top of Moshe that he couldn't do anything to Moshe. He said in front of them, so he answered the Malachim. What's written in the Torah? Right? He says, what? He says, what? So they named angels. You went down to Egypt? Who took you out of Egypt? You worked for Paro? Why are you guys going to have the Torah? What else is written? You're not allowed to have other gods. Are you amongst other nations that are serving other gods? Right? 8091. What else is written? Are you guys doing work? You have to stop work for Shabbat? It's written lotisam. So you guys do business between each other. You have to start swearing falsely in the name of Hashem. You have to respect your father and mother. You guys have a father and a mother. Lotitzach, do not kill, do not have infidelity, do not rob. Well, you guys have kina. You have a Yetzirah. Immediately they agree to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that's why it says, Hashem Adonai Madish B'chol. It says, and then it doesn't say anymore, Tanal Dechal Hashamayim. Lokti. Okay?